Hello, people at home. Welcome to our PTI segment with Play by Play. I'm Chase. I have my guests, Kevin, Timmy, and Matt. And today's topic, with the NBA season finally coming to a close, Celtics champions, Hawks with the first round pick, plenty of free agents out. Next season, who is your sleeper for the NBA playoffs? Timmy, let's start with you.
Probably the Houston Rockets, with having a bunch of young talent, Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore coming up, and having Fred VanVleet still, good defense, and Dylan Brooks. They just have a good overall team, I think.
Kevin.
My sleeper is going to be the Orlando Magic. I mean, you saw what they did in the first round of the Cleveland Cavaliers. They took it to 7. They lost, but I got to go with the Magic. I mean, they're young, but they're gonna really get it together this season. They're going to go far in the playoffs.
Matt, what do you think?
My sleeper is going to be the Hawks. I think with the number 1 overall pick going to the Atlanta Hawks with Trae Young, DeJounte Murray. They have a young, sort of young Trae Young, and then DeJounte Murray is a great, underrated player in my opinion. DeAndre Hunter, great shooter. And then with the number 1 overall pick, I'm not sure who they're going to get, but definitely a young, big prospect hopefully. So, yeah.
You know, the Hawks and Magic both being in the East, and the Hawks having been eliminated in the first round in a sweep and in the play-in. Kevin, what do you have to say about the Hawks being a sleeper, having not made the playoffs?
I don't think the Hawks are really going to go that far. I don't really think they're the sleeper team. I mean, I don't know that Trae Young is going to even stay in Atlanta. I mean, he might, but I got to go with the Magic. I mean, you see what they did. But yeah.
Respectfully, Kevin, Trae Young is under contract, so I don't think at any point he's leaving, right now at least. And I think, especially getting a big man that will even keep him to stay, because he loves that little pick and roll. You see what him and Clint Capella did. So I think getting a big man, I think they're going to go with Donovan, from the big guy Donovan from UConn, yeah, because I think just lob threat, big man in the paint, and yeah. So I think yours. Magic, they're a good team, but no.
You know, Matt, the Houston Rockets have not made the playoffs since they've had James Harden. Matt, what do you have to say about the Houston Rockets?
I think it's either a good young team, Alfred Sengun, hopefully he comes back from injury, healthy, and Jalen Green, Fred VanVleet. I just don't think, if a late game situation, I don't think you have a player that can really step up for you, and I think they're too young. Maybe in the future, maybe a couple years, not now. So,
Tim, what do you have to say about that?
I'm gonna talk about the Magic. I feel like next year's not their year. They still need like another year or two of Suggs and Banchero to really develop and get far in the playoffs, because I feel like they're not as experienced as other teams in the East, especially with such a powerhouse as the East is.
let me add. So, like, for a playoff team to really succeed, you need that one player that can really turn up in the fourth quarter, like Jimmy Butler you see with the Heat. So I feel like Trae Young or DeJounte Murray, you have 2 guys that can do that. Magic, I don't really think you have anyone. I mean, Paulo maybe, but and Rockets no. So I mean, you don't have Rockets just have young talent. So.
The thing with the Hawks is they have no one on their bench, no role players to step up.
Bojan Bojanovic.
He starts.
I think that Paolo Banchero can do more than
He's not starting.
Trae Young and DeJounte Murray.
Jalen Johnson.
I honestly don't think that the Houston Rockets, I mean, you look at them, yeah, they got better this year. But the last few years they've stunk. I don't see them doing much.
Well, guys, I love the competition, but we have commercials on the way. This has been our PTI segment on Play by Play. We'll bring it back after this.